Safely through to the next round where they'll face Manchester United in the quarterfinals. Luis Garcia along with Stevie was watching this for us. Luis, they were made to sweat at times from a Southampton side. Will be disappointed that they didn't take those chances.
You need to do that when you play against a Liverpool that is full flow. It's in a great moment with a lot of confidence, and it doesn't matter who is playing, that they deliver. And today I thought that at some point the manager, Jurgen Klopp, was going to call someone from the stand and say, you can go and play on this game. Because after when I saw in the last part of the game, just throwing Treo Maris, that is a 16 years old, when you play again this moment, I think they were all enjoying. It's true, like Steve mentioned, the first 20-25 minutes, they didn't adapt well to the game. They were making some mistakes on the build-up. But after that, pressing very high, that intensity that Jurgen managed to send not only to the first team players, but also to the academy. I think the whole system of the academy is playing the same way as the first team. You can see the way, the mechanisms that Jurgen talks to the players, how they adapt to every single situation, how they play exactly the same way. And again, it doesn't matter if they're playing in the 11 started with the full team or half of the team from the academy. That Macaulay, Clark and Bradley showed that his composure in the second half. They showed the quality that they have, and up front we knew about Gakpo and Elliott, but Comas gave us that first goal. It's true that with a little bit of deflection, but it's also the start of what he become the second half Liverpool. A very good team, very confident, and in the end scoring those 2 more goals that I think they will well deserved. So not an easy game for Liverpool to the start, but in the end it was quite an easy result.
Shaka, Gallagher was, of course, fantastic in the Carabao Cup. He's great here today against...
Yeah.
At what point, as a goalkeeper who's second string, do you think, I need out?
If I'm Gallagher, I'm starting to think that now.
Right.
And listen, while rightly we're singing Gallagher praises over the last couple of weeks for those performances, I can't think of an occasion where he's come in and not stood up and not delivered a good performance. So at some point, while he's not better than Alisson, he doesn't need me to tell him that, but to continue to improve, you've got to play consistently. And I think at this stage of his career, of his own development, he needs to start having that thought, you know, and getting his representatives to find what is the right opportunity for him. Because he's still young, still developing in the game. You also don't want to throw yourself into a situation where you aren't allowed. The one thing that Jurgen Klopp allows you to do is grow in the game, to make mistakes. You don't want to find yourself in a situation where you can't and you end up regressing.
Gakpo all right?
He looked tired. He looked heavy-legged, to be honest. I think I said that Dan had shown him the way to go with a little dink, but I think at the same time, if you are heavy-legged, then you're not thinking clearly, and it affects every single thing you do. But I thought Gakpo looked tired tonight.
Let's get some reaction then, shall we, from the Liverpool camp as they book a place in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Nedum is with his mate, Klopp.
So, Jurgen, congratulations. Can you talk us through your emotions over these last few days? It's been incredible. You've got a League Cup trophy and you've got some debutants and some debut goals as well.
Yeah, we had super difficult moments as well, because after the game we got aware of the fact that Ryan is probably injured, there's Wataru a little bit injured, which was pretty clear that he will not be available for today. With no players available is already difficult. Yesterday Maka was not there because he was ill. Today Robbo got ill. So we were not only flying since the final, let me say it like that. So it was a super difficult task, and you saw that today. We throw a team on the pitch with pretty much no training, if you want. Joe Gomez, first time in his life on 6, played an incredible game. Oh God, loved it so much. Together with 2 academy graduates who played 8 from time to time, but in different circumstances. So in the first 15 minutes, we were all over the place. And Southampton, with the way they play, caused us real problems, and Kvif needed to save us. He did, thankfully. We found a bit better into the game, and we scored this wonderful goal, 40-something, I think, so in a good moment, helped us, and didn't help Southampton. So they had the momentum, I would say, in the first half, even when we got better and better and better. But our midfield press was just on there, and that's super intense. When you're always too late, it's the most exhausting thing in football. You still have to run, but you don't get there. And we had to improve that, and thankfully we could do that in half-time. Already through the first half at half-time then properly. And we played a good game and scored wonderful goals.
Absolutely, you did. And how important would you say your senior players are when you have to play some of the youngsters there?
You cannot play them all together. That's the reason. We could have said we start with James on 6 and Bobby and Trey, who came on. What a boy, by the way. That makes no sense. You need to create circumstances where they can go. Today it was on the edge. Too many together. Kumas, you could see, Luis Kumas, a sensational finisher, playing against the championship top side on the left wing is like, well, yeah, you don't get a lot the ball. You cannot just dribble past him. But he found a way to score a wonderful goal. So it's really tricky. So there are steps to make for them, obviously, but that's not a problem. So, but they had a week. I had a special week, but their week they will definitely never forget.
And to put a bow on that week, how many of those youngsters saw the draw before the game?
I have no clue. I knew it. Somebody told me, but you don't know if it's Nottingham or Manchester. The only thing we knew is it will be an away game. But they will have seen it. You know, this generation is social media. I'm not sure. Probably they know it before everybody else. I'm pretty sure they knew. We didn't speak about it. So now it's Man United. So yeah, they are probably easier games to play. But how can we now care about that? We just have to go there, and on that day, whenever it is, in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'm not sure, we have to find football players, because that's our main problem in the moment. Because now we have to go to Nottingham, which is really a tricky place to go anyway, and have to play a good game.
Well, thank you very much, Jurgen.
Likewise. Thank you very much.
What did he say?
I don't know what was going on there. Why didn't we have the sound for that bit? That's the most interesting part of the interview. I don't know what happened there. I prefer it when Jurgen's angry with Nedum. That's much more exciting. So then, Luis, we've got Manchester United now, Liverpool in the next round.
Well, again, like Jurgen mentioned, it's not the easiest game. But at the end, when you are in that competition, you know that you have to win every single one of the opponents to get the trophy. So it doesn't matter if you go away on the quarterfinals or semi-final or in the 5th round. It's about arriving to the final and win it. So it doesn't matter to find right now Manchester United, don't see it on the final. I think it's a very attractive game. Probably not in the best moment, because Liverpool will arrive, like Jurgen just mentioned, we won't see a lot of the players. They are right injury. They got 6 games and very important games against City, against Prague, and of course there is a lot of games that come thick and fast. So they must be ready, because against United, you know, there is always a special game. But again, it will be exciting, and I'm sure that the young kids will be ready to the challenge.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the Merseyside derby that weekend in the league. That will get bumped to later on in the season. Last thing United won, isn't it? Liverpool coming into town, Mark.
Probably City coming to town is probably worse, but no, I mean, I think it's a game that United can win. I think it's a game that Liverpool can obviously win, but I think United at home to Liverpool is a much better tie than United at Anfield. They have a terrible record at Anfield, but at Old Trafford they do have a half-decent track record against Liverpool. And I think by then United might have some players back, a couple of weeks away. Hoyland might be back fit. I do think it's a game United can win, and probably it's a game that could actually, bring them together, energise the team and the fans a bit. So in many ways, it's a good tie for United, but obviously they have to do it on the pitch, and that's going to be difficult. It depends what sort of team Liverpool put out. If it's the full strength, big guns, got a problem. If it's a half-strength side that has got kids in it, maybe United will have a better chance. But I think United will be quite happy about the tie. As daft as it sounds, I think it's not a bad tie for United.
Wow, Mark Ogden positive about Manchester United. Put that in